Hey there, it's Diane Banks, voice actress and radio personality in Chicago. Please subscribe, check out my other vids, over 200, including Disney no-carve Halloween pumpkins, 30 decorating ideas, including Frozen Monsters, Inc., which is our lovely topic for today. Before we get to it, I just want to give you a quick plug here on my other video too, since we're talking about Disney Monsters Inc., that I did one about Disney Pixar Monsters University Easter eggs and amazing details you might have missed. So check that out in my other videos waiting for you here. Just look for Mike and Sulley on their bunk beds, okay? And yes, and please leave your comments when you're subscribing too. I really appreciate that. So we are talking about the 15th anniversary of Monsters Inc. Can you believe it? From D23, and how cute is this little Mickey cupcake celebrating the 15th birthday of the movie? We're just going to take a look at some of the Easter eggs and amazing things. They had some things that we're going to skip. I'm just going to find the good nuggets for us. Like they talk about the friendships, which are completely adorable. You can read more about it. I'll put the link under the video. But let's get to the juicy bits, like Boo's Big Adventure. This is pretty fun. When she was recording in the studio, now you know when they have the voice actors come in, they stand behind a mic and they do their thing. Well, with Boo, the actress who played Boo, little Mary Gibbs, she ran around and they recorded her running around playing as she normally would, and that's how they got the amazing performance out of her. That's a great idea, instead of having her stand behind the microphone, don't you think? Just record her playing. So that's a nice little secret nugget. And then this one, Monsters Tribute. Now, when Mike Wachowski, remember his disastrous date at the sushi restaurant? It was called Harryhausen's. You may know this if you're a film geek or an animation geek or a monsters geek or whatever, but Ray Harryhausen is a big famous dude, famous for Clash of the Titans and many other monster creations that he did throughout his career. And so they tributed him to the restaurant. And I have a photo of him. Now, he passed on recently. He was in his 90s, but this is him in the heyday here with some of his spooky creations, just in time for Halloween, right? But that was him, and that was their tribute. I thought that was kind of super neat that they did that. And then this one, they talk about the adventures at Disney Park and Monsters, Inc. I haven't been on there. In the comments, let me know if you've actually been on this ride and what you thought of it. I'd love to see that. I haven't been on that one yet, either at, I think it's at both parks, isn't it? Disney World and Disneyland. So then we move on to some Easter eggs here that they're sharing with us from Boo's room. You may have seen these before, but they've got some other neat stuff to talk about too. Here's Jessie from Toy Story, the cowboy. Nemo appears a couple of times. We'll talk about that. And then the Luxo Junior Ball, and I'm sure there's more going on here too. But those are 3 of the neato ones that they shared with us here. Oh yeah, and where's the Pizza Planet truck? If you know that one, let me know in the comments where that's hiding out. And you know what? I'm now looking at this. Didn't they do a some kind of a moonlit Pixar? I wonder if that's a tribute to that one of their animated shorts. I don't know. But one of the other things they share with us here that's pretty neat is that this movie was the very first time that Pixar promoted the upcoming movies. You know how you always see Easter eggs now for whatever the next movie is going to be? Well, this was the first time they did that. And they showed Nemo, because it was the next movie coming up, twice or maybe more. But here's one of the times we see Nemo as an Easter egg. And then the other one was what we just looked at in Boo's bedroom. So that's kind of neat that this was the movie they started that tradition with over at Pixar. Let's see, what else did I want to share with you? How about, okay, the chemistry of the cast. We love that. Don't Stalk. Did you notice this? Stalk and Don't Stalk when we saw the movie. That was pretty cute. And this one, you know, I didn't notice this. Maybe you did. Sully's big armchair has a hole for his tail. Now it makes me want to go back and watch the movie and look for that. The hole in the armchair. Maybe you knew that one, though. Randy Newman got some awards. This is cute, too. The running gag. Remember that? About poor Mike. Like, his little face always gets covered by either a barcode in the promotions or a logo. He's a good sport about it, but that was funny. They mentioned that, the silly running gag. This is pretty darn amazing. Sulley has 2,320,413 blue hairs. That's crazy and gorgeous. And when I saw that, I thought, you know what? Cookie Monster would be so jealous. But it turns out their hairs are pretty comparable. If we take a peek at the two of them together here, Sorry, I don't have this lined up a little bit better, but you know, if you look at their hair, where'd he go now? I lost Mike. We're on a totally different page. There we go. Sorry about that. And we're back. And we get Cookie Monster together with him. CG animated. He's a live fluffy puppet. That's pretty darn good, isn't it? And then his hair got even more, or his fur got even more furry and fluffy as the years went on. But I'd say that's pretty darn good if you look at the two of them together. Okay, before the wheels come off the bus, let's keep going. Let's see. They talk about the fun outtakes that they had here. That great chase scene with the doors, magnificent monsters. And here's one more. Let's talk about this one. And like I said, I'll put the link so you can read the rest of it. But Bob Peterson, animator, writer, director, did the voice of Roz. And you'll never guess who the other voice is that he did because it's so completely different, but I'm going to share it with you. He did the voice of Doug. Ta-da! And Up. Can you believe that? Would you ever think that these two would be comparable? Although looking here now, I'm like, did they get a little bit of inspiration from his teeth? So I think that's a great one to wrap up on. Tell me if you had any favorites in these Easter eggs and hidden secrets that we talked about today with Monsters, Inc. I promise to include the links so you can take an even closer look. Yeah, let me know if you've been on that ride too. In your comments, please subscribe. It's Diane Banks. Thanks for watching. Take care. We'll talk again soon.